quick disclaimer, y'all, I do have my fan on. I get so hot so easy, so if you guys hear it, I'm so sorry you do. But anyway, welcome back to my channel, y'all. Welcome back. I am finally able to sit down and give y'all a little update on my pregnancy slash Valentine's Day makeup tutorial for y'all today, okay? And I'm very limited on time, so I'm just gonna jump straight into the tutorial and just get straight to it, okay? Again, I'm sorry if y'all hear my fan. I'll try to talk as loud as I can, but I get extremely hot and I have hot flashes. It's just, you know, you guys know how it goes. If you're pregnant, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll get into it. I'm gonna do a Valentine's Day inspired makeup look. Nothing too much. I'm gonna keep it simple, but maybe add like a pop of color. So my friend actually saw this on TikTok. I don't know if you guys know what this is, but it's supposedly a really good primer. So I'm gonna start off by priming my face. I already moisturized, and look, it's so cute. It comes in like a little like lipstick type thing. It's gonna start off by priming my face with this. While I do that, let's see if I can talk and give y'all some updates. Putting it on all the areas where I tend to get more oily and where I feel like I crease a lot. So that's just gonna be my forehead, my T-zone, and then maybe here where, you know, the lines crease. You can see it a little bit. So anyway, y'all, it's gonna be hard for me to talk and do this, but I will officially be 35 weeks tomorrow. I'm in the last few weeks of my pregnancy. I can't believe it. This Way foundation, and honestly, I don't know if this is still the same shade for me. Like, I don't know if the color is still, you know, given, but I delivered my first at 37 weeks, and he came on his own. There was no medical intervention. He came on his own. I was having contractions that started off very light, and they ended up being very, very strong over time. I think I went into labor, like actual labor, around, I want to say 10 o'clock p.m. and I had him at 2:30 a.m. It was only a 4-hour labor, y'all. I hope I can get that with this baby. With my second, my labor also started naturally with him. And it's so funny because, like, the night before, I was like laying on the couch tossing and turning, and the contractions were literally waking me up, and I was just like, what is this pain? But I would just go back to sleep, because prior to that I wasn't getting any type of sleep because I was suffering with toothaches. Like, pregnancy toothaches are the worst. I had a doctor's appointment literally the next day, and when I went into the office, I was having contractions, and the doctor checked, and he was like, you're 4 centimeters dilated, you need to get to the hospital. So that's what we did. I did have to end up getting some Pitocin just to help speed things up, because you know, baby's heart rate was dropping. So I had to get some sort of Pitocin to help speed things up, which was very painful. But I labored with my second for 7 hours. Now my third, I actually went to an appointment, and when I got to the appointment, blood pressure was a little elevated, so they didn't want to risk anything. So we went ahead, literally that day, they went ahead and admitted me into the hospital. They were like, you need to go to the hospital right now. I was so shocked. I was like, no, yeah. They were like, yeah, you need to get there. And at the time, I wasn't fully aware how serious preeclampsia can be. So, you know, I was trying to fight and be like, we can't go, I'm not ready, my husband's at work, like, I don't have anything. But they were like, no, you need to go now. So yeah, if you don't know about pregnancy, preeclampsia, definitely look it up, because it's very serious and it can be life-threatening for you and baby. So I wasn't aware of it at all. I just know when I went, my blood pressure was elevated. I think it was like 166, but anytime I go to the doctor, I always get nervous. Like, I always get nervous. So it takes them a while to, like, take my blood pressure, because I'm always like, my heart is always racing, you know. So even after them leaving and coming back, until I'm able to calm down, it was still high. So induced with him, And I would probably say out of all 3 of my births, that was probably the worst one. And I know you probably can't tell in the video, but it was the most, it was real. And I have a high pain tolerance. Like I can take some pain, but by the time like I realized like this is not, I can't do this, and I asked for epidural, it was too late. And if you didn't know, all of my births were natural, which is what I wanted, which is what I preferred. But normally whenever they have to induce me, that's when I'm like, oh, give me the epidural. But by that time, when I get to that point of just being like I can't do it anymore, that is when, that's because the baby, like I'm actually literally in the process of pushing baby out, and baby is coming. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline concealer and my Too Faced Born This Way concealer, and I'm just gonna use these 2 under the eye. I'm not trying to do too much. I'm trying to do a light, but also like, you know, I guess date night for like you and your husband, but also Valentine's Day inspired. So like maybe I'll throw in a little pink. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just going with the flow. Okay, so far in this pregnancy, in the beginning when I went to my appointments, I did have, you know, signs of preeclampsia. Is it preeclampsia or preeclampsia? I have signs of preeclampsia, but it wasn't anything alarming. I think it's just, you know, your body is adjusting to yet another pregnancy, so things are, your hormones are everywhere. My doctor did recommend that I take baby aspirin, and it doesn't cure preeclampsia. It does help thin out the blood so that it can prevent blood clots and things like that, which is what my doctor informed me of. So I think I started taking baby aspirin in my first trimester. I would stay on it till about 36 weeks. But so far, going to my appointments and keeping up with my appointments, my blood pressure has been okay. So my pregnancy with this little one has been totally different. Not that much of a difference, but I did in the beginning have a lot more nausea. And it was not fun. I did not enjoy it. I don't think anybody enjoys the nausea. Thankfully, it didn't follow with vomiting, because that would be detrimental for my teeth. That would be bad. The exhaustion, just so tired. And that has returned in the last trimester, which is normal. I know the exhaustion can come back. I'm more hungry than I normally am. I try not to eat at night, but I think at night, for some reason, I'm the most hungry. It is terrible. I try to eat light things like apples or like a bowl of Cheerios. Something that won't trigger my heartburn, because the heartburn, y'all, that is, my last 2 pregnancies, the last one and this one, that has been terrible. The heartburn be burning. The heartburn be heartburning. I'm also noticing that it's harder for me to go to sleep. Like I can't really fall asleep like I used to. Like I don't know what's going on, but sleep is not my friend right now. Most of my days I'm like literally sitting in the dark. And I'm trying not to get on my phone, because I know that's a bad habit, and I know that won't help me fall asleep, obviously. I'm trying out this little black pads that I got off Shein, because I see so many MUAs use these, and a lot of them recommend. And honestly, looking at my face right now, it is not, it actually is working really good, because it's not picking up any of the concealer that I'm laying down, which is surprising, because the fabric is not, it doesn't feel like a beauty blender. It feels like a cotton fabric. But y'all can see it's not really that much product on it. So this is actually very surprising. I'm gonna just do like a little dot on my forehead, just because I don't want to miss my forehead. I don't need a lot of concealer on my forehead. My forehead is already big, okay? I like to go back in with my foundation brush and just blend out the edges of the concealer. So I did have someone ask me in one of my videos in the comments about how I was able to get through my last labor and delivery natural. Like, what were some things that were helpful when it came down to it? And I will say, I just feel like labor is just one of those things where you just have to literally take it take it as it comes. Prior to any of my deliveries, I knew I definitely wanted a natural birth. Like epidural would be my last option. That was just what, I don't know, that's just what I personally wanted. it's not a fear necessarily of like the needle or anything. I think it's just more so like I feel like, you know, I want to try it natural. So that's how I went into all my labors. By the way, if you guys see me looking this way and not directly at the camera, I'm looking at the I'm looking at myself to make sure I can see and I'm in focus. I think what was most helpful for me, even though it is super hard, was just trying to remind myself to stay calm. Again, I know it's hard because like your body's literally preparing to bring a human into this world, and your body's transitioning to getting ready to push, like it's contracting to. I remember just thinking about, you know, like how long is this gonna be, like how long am I gonna have to labor, like just letting my anxious thoughts take over. I think that's when I started to just panic the most. Like it brought me into a panic, literally. Like when I started thinking about how, like the process of my labor, how long it'll be, especially when they told me I couldn't get epidural, I was just like, okay, give me a C-section, bro. I'm not gonna go through this. Just give me a C-section. And you know, they were like, it doesn't work like that. But when I would let my anxiousness and consume my mind, I think that is when I would start to panic. So they tell you to breathe, and like when your contractions are approaching and they're telling you, you know, just breathe, take it easy. I think that was very helpful because it kind of helps bring you back to like, okay, I need to calm down. You know, in those moments where I did feel like, okay, here comes another contraction, like I need to like, what do I do? Like it's coming, like I'm in pain, like how long? I just closed my eyes and I would just pray to the Lord, and I would ask the Lord in that moment to please just let me have this baby, or just help give me the strength to endure this, because it is absolutely painful. Like I was just like, and not to scare anybody, I don't want to scare anybody, okay? Like this is just my experience, but this is what helped me. Like, and I'm gonna be real, it's just like, Lord, just you have prepared my body for this, but you will give me the strength to get through, but I need all the strength in the world. Verses of like just comfort, dwelling on scripture, and just praying in that moment like, Lord, please help me. And it like if you are like in a frenzy and in a panic, it's not gonna help. And like I said, like it's hard to not do that. You're literally physically in pain. Really quick, I'm gonna go in with my Black Radiance contour palette. Juvia's Place. It's pink right here, because y'all remember this is a Valentine's Day look. And having my camera out actually distracted me too. Like whenever the contractions came, I would just talk to y'all and it would distract me. And my husband too, he's very, very calm and mellow. He does not panic. He was just, you all right? You all right? Let me do my thing. Let my thing. I did see online that someone shared that actually taking like ice and holding ice in your hand as a contraction comes. But I guess it just distracts your mind from the pain and what's going on in your hand with the cold. I don't know. A little nerve-wracking the last time I went, and they were just like, you gotta get to the hospital now. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, okay. This is a very pigment palette, so a little goes a long way. Like I don't need a lot. A lot picks up, but I do want to go like a little pinky, blushy pink, because it's Valentine's Day. Is it giving? Is it showing up on camera? I feel like it is, but it isn't. I'm gonna finish this part of my face, and then I'll come back and do the eyes. And another thing that was really, 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 really helpful for me was every little chance I got, instead of just being confined to a bed and not being able to move. Granted, I know certain times I had to sit down because I had to have an IV, and then they had to monitor the baby's heartbeat, and by me moving they weren't able to do that. So but I just really made sure that I, you know, was as comfortable as possible. And I was like, listen, I need to get up and I need to move. Like if I'm going to labor, at least let me get up and move. Nothing wrong with speaking up, nothing wrong with asking questions. You need to advocate for yourself. And just going into this birth, I'm very aware of that. So just with anything going on, I was always asking them, what are you giving me? Because I was, at first when I got to the hospital, I was by myself, My husband wasn't there, and that was before any of the pain even started. So like when they were bringing in all this medication and all these different things, setting up these different things, setting up all this stuff, I'm like, what is that? What do you need that for? What are you putting in my arm? Just you know, so that I'm aware. Not that I was being difficult or anything, but just so that I know what's going on. So definitely, if you can, if your hospital allows move around, I do believe some places even allow birthing baths where you can get in the bathtub and you know, in labor. So definitely ask. If you don't have a birth plan, write that out. I never did, but it's helpful to have a birth plan. It's helpful to go to your local hospital where you will be delivering and to ask them just all questions that you would have pertaining to labor room, how many guests are allowed, what you can and can't do, different things like that. Definitely get involved and just ask a lot of questions. So anyway, I'm moving to my eyes. I don't know what I want to do with my eyes. Either this burgundy color or this brown. Just put that on my lid. These last few months leading up to baby coming, I guess like in preparation, we just have to get our hospital bags packed. Like I said before, we weren't ready for the last birth. We left, like when I came home 3 days later after giving birth, there was still like cleaning stuff in the toilet because my intentions were to go to the appointment that morning, come home, and just finish cleaning for baby. You know, things are just so unexpected. So if you are in your last trimester, especially if you have hit 35 weeks, pack that bag. And here I am saying that, and my bag is still not packed. I'm gonna get it together. What should I pack in my hospital bag? Let me ask y'all, what should I pack in my hospital bag? Leave me a comment down below and let me know. Eyeshadow base that I'm gonna use. This weekend is my baby shower that I'm super duper excited for. I look forward to gathering with my friends and fellowshipping and just celebrating baby. So to update you guys with how I'm feeling today, like right now, I'm just very tired. I go in with this other Rare Girl palette. Just gonna take that white color, set that liquid on my eye. This is not what I had in my head. Or I might actually go in with a little shimmer. What do y'all think? I think that would be so cute. This palette actually has so many shimmer colors. Y'all can't see it because I'm sitting in front of a window and my ring light, so it's kind of washing out that the color. But I think I'll show y'all a swatch. I think I'm gonna use some of the glitters in this palette. Maybe not silver, but maybe this beautiful white color. Oh, so nice. I'm gonna go in with my Ruby Kisses. I'm gonna put this in my waterline. Actually, I'm gonna go in with Ruby Kisses and put this in my waterline, just like this. I don't know if I'm gonna smoke it out. See if I can show y'all. Rare Beauty lip treats. But I'm just add a little bit of that on top. I'm gonna use my Morphe Continuous Mist. I'm gonna just spray this all over my face. Highlighter, I'll be going in with the Maybelline Master Chrome. This is a very pretty color for us melanin girls, and I'm just gonna put this on in the areas where the light hits. Y'all see how the light naturally hits right there. Guys, I never contour my nose. I don't know why I don't like contouring my nose. By the way, you guys, I'm not going anywhere. I'm literally in the house today. I just felt like doing a Valentine's Day makeup look. Wait, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if you love this look. Let me know what other looks you guys would like to see in other tutorials, because I'll try to drop them before baby comes. That's the look, y'all. So I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.